I'm going to be zooming in and zooming out at this. This is a lesson that is important enough that I want to make sure I record it on 8mm video and record it on the iPad so I can upload it. This is a must. I just added this today at lunchtime in this corner on the plan of procedure. Okay? If you need to zoom in on that, you can zoom in by moving the iPad closer. I'm going to zoom in by hitting the zoom button on here so that you can read it. Okay? Right here it says important. I agree to always, number one, fill out this sheet, the plan of procedure sheet. To ask before getting wood. Don't just take it. Okay? I know we've had problems with that this week, and especially the weeks prior we have too. Before using any power tools, number one, you have to read the chapter on power tool safety, which is chapter 3. Okay? You have to take the power tool test. I'll give you the answers to that today. You can write them down, study it over the weekend, and I said we'd take the actual test on Tuesday. Okay? Nobody, it won't affect your grade, but it does affect whether or not you can use the power tools. Okay? And you must watch the safety video. Okay? That's a must. So these things here, for using power tools, all three of those are mandatory. If you're going to be working in the shop, but not use power tools, you still have to read that chapter on shop safety. It is chapter 3, page 33 to whatever. You have to watch the safety video. Okay? The power tool test is not mandatory just for using hand tools. Okay, I'm going to zoom back out now. Those three things there, and then I put an X down here at the bottom, kind of got cut off, but for kids to sign it and go, okay, I have watched the video, I have done the, excuse me while I move that one over just a little bit. You still going there? Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe I can, there we go. I got one more zoom, right to there. Okay, here's the plan of procedure sheet. This basically goes over the steps. Plan of procedure sheet. The student, so your name, the project, what you're doing. Today we'll probably fill out a mock.
Can you move that a little bit?
Can I move it down?
No, the green thing.
Oh, the green thing, sorry. Okay, is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, so student, your name, the project. Today we're going to just do one for a wall shelf. Date work began. Today is the 9th of May. Shop course, okay. This is mainly for shop, but I said we do some tech stuff in here. Approved by Mr. Carey, and then this date finish is important. You put that in there so I know when you're done with the project. Okay. Tools and machine in order of use. Okay. And I'll go through this with hand tools to start with.
I have a question.
To hand tools, not yet. Let me answer the questions at the very end in case I still get to where I cover it. Okay. For the wall shelf, you would, number one, use the rip saw to rip the wood down in half. Number two, use the crosscut saw to cut it across the grain. 3, if you're doing a design out of the middle, you could do the coping saw to cut the shape out, but you probably want to cut the hole with that first, with the drill or hand drill. Okay, and then that's also where you get into like the sanding, and these here must be filled out. And what it does, it kind of helps you to think it through. Okay, over here, materials in order of use. Obviously, number one material is going to be wood, right? But other materials include glue, sandpaper, what else? Nails, just things like that to get you to think through it. Okay? And what this does then is it also helps me to make sure, that I have the supplies ready. Okay? Because some kids might make a box or something, and I go, oh, the box, we need hinges for that. I got to go to Early Bird and get hinges first. Okay, you understand? The procedure. List below in order of performance. Okay, and then there you just go through the steps you take to fabricate it. Okay, cutting the wood, ripping the wood, cross-cutting the wood. And then 3 up here, just sanding it. you should know a little bit about the sanding process and start with the lower number sandpaper, the lower grit, which is the rougher stuff, and then go up to smoother stuff, the higher grit. Okay? Am I forgetting anything? Now, Jonah, did you have a question? Because now's when...
Like if you're building something and like say you're not using 15 different things,
Yeah?
do you just...
Yeah, just do the ones that you're going to use. Okay? And I'm just trying to really cover everything here that we need to know, and I'm trying to cover the safety rules where I go, like I look today, over half of the class is gone, and I go, wow, I need to make sure that they get this information too, especially these big three things here. Okay? That is something that I go, if there is just a few kids in class that want to work on power tools or in the shop, I can do that and say, you have watched this, right? You know what to do. Don't get wood out of the rooms without asking. We always clean up. We start with about 7 minutes left of class to start the pickup. Okay? If there's no more questions, I will stop there. Any questions? Let's stop. I stop here.